Does the world have to change for you? Would you change for the world? You ever go out into life and expect everything else and everyone else to make you happy? Go to a restaurant, get upset because the food is too cold, ruins your day. Someone says something to you and it ruins your day. Yeah, um, it's funny. It's funny how many people approach life. It really is. It's interesting that somebody could believe that other people are responsible for their happiness. Very interesting. The media tries to suck you in with stories, right? And then it's the same stuff over and over and over again. Why do we plug ourselves back into it each and every time? We're addicted to chaos, to watching crazy shit unfold on the other side of the world vicariously. Shout out to Tool. Vicarious. I did a very for anyone who is familiar with the band Tool, they have a song called Vicarious. And for a speech class in college, I did a interpretation of that song. And yeah, it went very well. If you're not familiar with Tool, I highly recommend listening to them. Great music. Um, but yeah, humans are very interesting creatures. No, the world is not responsible for my happiness. I'll bring the focus to me here. I used to place so much emphasis on the world, on external circumstances, events, people, for my overall sense of happiness. Was I wrong? When you develop your own sense of happiness, happiness and fulfillment, you become unshakable because then you're not outsourcing anything, right? You're not looking to other people to fulfill that. Other people kind of just become, you know, a cherry on top. You enjoy their company, but you're not looking to them for the fulfillment of your happiness. And the sooner that I realized this, the sooner that my life changed drastically. I used to not like being alone or by myself. By the way, difference between being alone and being lonely. You can be with a bunch of people and still feel lonely because they aren't the right people for you. But being alone and learning to be happy with yourself by yourself is not only a superpower, but it gives you something that other people who don't have that yet don't have, obviously. But what it gives you is a sense of peace that is unshakable. And then nobody can sell you anything. In the media too, you know, they try to sell you these ideas of insufficiency, that you're not good enough. They try to sell you ideas, depending on where you are at consciously, your level of awareness, right? You're either going to buy into it or you're not. That's just the reality of it. But the more aware of yourself you are, the less likely it is for you to be sold on ideas of lack right? But it's easy to be sold on ideas of lack when you grew up with trauma that created beliefs in you that you are defective. So it's easy to get sucked into stories that lead you to believe that you need this or that, or, this person or that person or people in your life to fulfill you. But you don't. But you'll only get that when you get yourself, when you see yourself. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, a lot of people expect the world to change for them to be okay. But they'll be okay when they realize that it's them that needs to change. They'll be more than okay. They'll actually be very impressed with how things shift and transform for them.